Today we are going to study class 9 subject SS chapter number 1 India's size and location. Here in this chapter we are going to discuss what is the size and what is the location of India in the map. India is one of the ancient civilizations in the world. It has achieved multifaceted socio-economic progress during the last 5 decades. It has moved forward, displaying remarkable progress in the field of agriculture, industry, technology and overall economic development. India has also contributed significantly to the making of world history. Now we all know that India is a very ancient civilization, but in these 5 decades, it has made progress in agriculture, industry, social level, and also it has been significantly important for the making of world history. Now first topic we are going to discuss here is the size of India. What is the location of India? How it is and what? Today we are going to discuss the first topic, location of India. What is the location of India? Where actually India is located on the map. Now we all know that we have latitudes, longitudes and hemispheres. Longitudes are This is the longitudes. Next we have the latitudes. And the hemisphere. Hemisphere, here we have a single line which divides the map into north and south directions. First, longitudes move from north to south, and latitudes are from the east to west. India is a vast country lying entirely in the northern hemisphere. The main line extends between latitudes 8.9. The latitude wise we have to 37.6. Now, and longitude size we have 68. So, by the help of latitudes and longitudes, we have latitudes for 8.4n to 37.6, longitude 68.7 to 97.25. So, these are the location on the world map according to the latitudes and longitudes, and we know the hemisphere which divides the map into north and south directions. The Tropic of Cancer divides the country into almost 2 equal parts. Now, Tropic of Cancer we know that Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle. These are all these hemispheres. But now the Tropic of Cancer here divides the country into 2 equal parts. The division line is called the Tropic of Cancer. Here is a word which divides the country into 2 parts, that is Tropic of Cancer, that line is called, which is 23 North 30 N. That is the Tropic of Cancer, it divides into 2 equal halves. To the southeast and southwest of the mainland, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Lakshadweep Islands in Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. Now in the northeast side, we have the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and in southwest we have the Lakshadweep Islands in the Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. Southeast we have Andaman and Nicobar Islands. In Bay of Bengal. And and here to the southwest we have Lakshadweep Islands. In the Arabian Sea. So in the southeast we have Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal and southwest Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Sea. Now the southernmost point of the Indian Union, southernmost point is the last point of the Indian Union, we have the Indira Point. The southmost point is the Indira Point. The southernmost point of the Indian Union, Indira Point, got submerged under sea water in 2004 during the tsunami. So this is the southernmost point of Indian Union, which is called as Indira Point, and due to tsunami in 2004, it went and submerged in the sea water. Now we come to the next topic, that is the India's size. Now we have seen the location of India, that how it is located. It is located extending between latitude 8.4 n and 37.6 n, and longitude wise 68.7 e and 97.25 e. The Tropic of Cancer dividing the country into two parts, and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands is located in the southeast in the Bay of Bengal, and Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Sea. The southernmost point is called Indira Point, which was submerged in 2004. Now we are going to talk about the size of India. What is the actual size of India? The landmass of India has an area of 2.2 million square kilometers. The size is 3.28. So this is the total geographical area of India. The total geographical area of India is 3.28 million square kilometers. India's total area accounts for about 2.4% of the total geographical area of the world. Now, counting the total geographical area of the world, India has 2.4%. 2.4% considering the whole geographical area of the world. India is the 7th largest country of the world. India has a land boundary of about 15,200 kilometers, and the total length of coastline of the mainland, including Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep, is 7,516.6 kilometers. That is, India, we all know that it's the 7th largest country. So here we have the land boundary as is of 15,200 kilometers. This is the land boundary, and the total length of the coastline of the mainland, means including the coast, the Andaman, Nicobar and the Lakshadweep Islands, is 7,516.6. Length of the coastline. So this is the geographical length of the coastline. Geographical area is 3.2 billion square kilometers. About to the total geographical area of the world, we have 2.4% contribution of India. Land boundary is 15,200 kilometers. Length of the coastline is 7,516.6 kilometers. India is bounded by the Yangfold Mountains in the northwest, north and northeast, south of about 22° north latitude. It begins to taper and extends towards the Indian Ocean, dividing it into two seas, the Arabian Sea on the west and the Bay of Bengal on the east. Now it has four Yangfold Mountains in the northwest, north and northeast, and it extends towards the Indian Ocean, dividing it into two parts, that is Arabian Sea on the west and Bay of Bengal in the east. Despite this fact, the east-west extent appears to be smaller than the north-south extent. Now, in comparing to the north-south extent, east-west extent of the size is lesser than the north-south. From Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, there is a time lag of 2 hours. Hence, time along the standard meridian of India. Standard meridian of India is the standard time of India, that is 82 not 30. Standard meridian not 30-E passing through Mirzapur and Uttar Pradesh is taken as the standard time of the whole country. Now, the standard meridian of India is taken as the standard time of all the whole country India, that is 82 not 30E. The latitudinal extent influences the duration of day and night. Now, how can latitude affect? It affects in the way that the duration of day and night, what should be the time of day and what should be the time of night, and one moves from south to north. Now, when we move from south to north, the time changes. Now we come to the next topic, India and the world. Now, the next topic is India and the world. The Indian landmass has a central location between East and West Asia. India is the southward extension of the Asian continent. The trans-Indian Ocean routes which connect the countries of Europe in the west and countries of East Asia provide a strategic central location to India. Now, what the trains are the Indian Ocean routes? It connects the countries of Europe in the west and the countries of East Asia, which provides a strategical central point. Note that the Deccan Peninsula protrudes into the Indian Ocean, thus helping India to establish close contact with West Asia. Now, with the help of this Deccan Peninsula, we can connect India has a close connection with the West Asia, Africa and Europe within the Deccan Peninsula. Connects India with West Asia. Deccan Peninsula connects India. It helps India to have a close contact with West Asia. Africa and Europe from the western coast, and with Southeast and East Asia from the western coast. No other country has a long coastline on Indian Ocean as India and India. It is India's eminent position in the Indian Ocean which justifies the naming of an ocean after it. Since the opening of the Suez Canal in 1869, India's distance from Europe has been reduced. But after the opening of the Suez Canal, it has reduced the distance of India from Europe, which is reduced by 7,000 kilometers. With the help of Suez Canal, which was built in 1869, so by opening of the Suez Canal, which was opened in 1869, it has reduced the distance of India from Europe that by 7,000 kilometers. Now we come to the last part, that is India's neighbors. India's contacts with the world have continued through ages, but her relationships to the land routes are much more older than her maritime contacts. Maritime contacts means land contacts are much more ancient than by the water contacts. The various passes across the mountains in the north have provided passages to the ancient travelers, while the oceans restricted such interaction for a long time. Just because of the land services, the passages for the ancient travelers were very easy, These rules have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since ancient times. So in ancient times, when different type of travelers came to India, it gave us different type of ideas, different type of commodities which were available to us. The ideas of the Upanishads and the Ramayana, the stories of Panchatantra, the Indian numerals, and the decimal system could reach many parts of the world. Just because of these land passages, these was helpful. The spices, muslin, and other merchandise were taken from India to different countries just because of land passages and afterwards the water passages. On the other hand, the influence of Greek culture and the architectural style of dome and minarets from West Asia can be seen in different parts of our country. India occupies an important strategic position in South Asia. India has 29 states and 7 territories. You all know that it has 29 states and 7 territories. India shares its land boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest, China, Nepal and Bhutan in the north, and Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. Now these are the neighboring countries of India. Pakistan, Afghanistan in northwest, China, Nepal, Bhutan in the north, and Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. So these are the neighboring countries: Pakistan, Afghanistan in the northwest region, China, Nepal and Bhutan in north, Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east region. Now our southern neighbors across the sea consist of 2 island countries. Now in the south side, here we saw that which are the northeastern countries which are neighboring us. You will see to the southern part. Now southern part we have the 2 island countries. Now the southern side we have 2 island countries, which is Sri Lanka and Maldives. Sri Lanka is separated from India by a narrow channel of sea formed by the Pak Strait and the Gulf of Mannar. These are the 2 straits which separates Sri Lanka from India, and Maldives islands are situated to the south of Lakshadweep. These are located to the south of Lakshadweep. And Sri Lanka is separated by Pak Strait and Gulf of Mannar. So in the southern part we see that we had 2 island countries neighboring us, that is Sri Lanka and Maldives. Sri Lanka is separated from India by a channel which is formed by Pak Strait and Gulf of Mannar. Then we have the Maldives, which is located to the south of Lakshadweep. India has had strong geographical and historical links with her neighbors.